What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 this morning. It's a cool, sunny day. Downtown Detroit. Cool, but not too cool. I'm still comfortable. Comfortable enough to wear a hoodie. But I don't know, man. The other day, I really considered breaking out one of the winter coats. It was really cold out here. But shout out to you guys, my subs. Thank you for riding along for the road to 5,000. Them small incremental steps, they add up over time. You guys have been showing up for me. I see you. But let's get into this topic, man. Oh, boy. I don't know if it's women of other cultures, because I see most of this stuff coming from sisters. So I cannot in any way, shape, or form dismiss women of other cultures from doing it, but I've not seen it. I've just seen my own doing it. Some of these women out here really got the game all messed up. What do I mean? I'm gonna tell you, of course. This chick, a sister, she made a post talking about she invited a guy over to the crib. She cooked for him, gave him in her words, the sloppiest neck you can manifest. Let him fold her like an origami bird. Again, her words. Sent him home in an Uber and blocked him and never spoke to him again. And she's like, she beat him to the punch. We're learning the game too quick. That is not a flex. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all. Inviting over a dude, being the biggest 304 you possibly can for him, and then blocking him afterwards, that is not a flex. You are not winning. All you did was embarrass your father. Like, really, that's not a flex, man. If you're a man and you have a daughter and you hear stuff like this, it's gotta be cringy to you, because you just think, I do not want that for my little girl. I do not want my girl to be out here moving like this. You did not win. You are very much the loser in this situation. And it's wild that you don't realize how you are the loser here. He may have wanted to continue to see you, right? He may have. And he may not have. And in the event that he didn't want to see you again, now we don't know if he did or he didn't, but let's say hypothetically he didn't want to see you again. You're not hurting his feelings by saving him the trouble of ghosting you. He got what he wanted. If I'm blocked behind an evening like that, I'm not feeling any type of way about it. Trust and believe, I'm not feeling like I lost in that exchange. Okay, I got to come over. You sent for me. You cooked for me. You were totally dominated in the bedroom. Said you got folded like an origami bird. That means this dude was in there just dominating you, putting it down. And then he gets to go home in a Lyft or Uber or whatever, and he never got to deal with you again afterwards. He don't have to pretend like, oh, that, he like you the next day and all this sort of stuff. If that's me in that scenario, I'm telling you, I don't feel like I lost. And I don't think any man would. Racking up a body count like this, because it's no telling how many dudes she's done this with, thinking that this is empowering. And that's one of the problems with modern feminism. It's teaching women that going out and behaving this way is somehow empowering. It's not. Men don't see it that way, and we never will. Even though you guys may be drinking that feminist, that foolery feminist Kool-Aid, telling you that moving like this is empowering to you, it works for you, it's beneficial to you. It's not. It really isn't. Men don't look at it that way, and I'm telling you, we never will. If I showed up and did what he did, you did not best me. What type of cope and mental gymnastics must one do in order to convince themselves that moving that way, like you did something, you really did something, you sure showed him. Shout out to being a dad, man, because fathers are truly necessary. Fathers will always be necessary. Because I can only assume, but Q line, you got your noise this morning. The noise was coming, and there it is, the Q line. I'm actually about to cross the street now. But yeah, as I was saying, shout out to being a dad, because I can only assume that a woman who thinks moving like this is cool, her father was absent. Because I can't imagine a dad that's present ever coaching his daughter to go out here and get did like that. Like, there's just no way. If you're a dad, that is a frightening story for you to hear. And she probably didn't know the guy all that well, which not only makes the situation stupid, but also dangerous. Because you got a lot of these women, they move like this, and because nothing's ever happened so far, they think nothing ever will happen. You know, which, yeah, that's scary. Just because you've been lucky so far. Oop, let me cross. But just because nothing's happened so far, don't mean that nothing ever will happen. You know, ladies, y'all out here moving a little too reckless, too careless, and you're putting your health at risk, you know, by laying down or inviting over dudes who slid in your inbox and told you were pretty or you had a fat ass or something like that. But then on top of that, you're putting your safety and well-being at risk by being out here moving like this. My advice to you guys, because see, the thing is, a woman like this, you can't tell her no differently. You can talk to her and tell her how bad, how dangerous it is. I can't imagine that any of it will seep in. A woman like this, you just have to stay away from. You have to leave her alone. By the time she figures out how she's devalued herself, it's gonna be too late. And that's ultimately the end result for a lot of these modern women that drink this feminist Kool-Aid and move like this. They wanna date like men. A man can go out there and bang like 50 different chicks and nobody cares. If a woman goes out there and does the same thing, she's a 304. It's just that simple. You can't go out there moving like dudes. You're not even designed to be out there moving like dudes. Because if I go smash 50 chicks, my cock doesn't lose its shape. It's the same. But you go out there and you take 50 dicks, you ain't the same down there. So we're not the same. Stop trying to act like we are. We are not the same. And trying to play the game like you would do leads to the worst possible outcome for women. It ultimately leads to women being alone. It ultimately leads to women being, undesirable, unable to pair bond. It ultimately leads to women being single moms. You know, you get the worst possible result. The men don't get the same outcome from moving this way that women do, especially since men aren't as emotionally attached when they have, relations with a woman. Women do. You're letting the man inside you. So it's not the same experience for us. Protect yourself. Stop being promiscuous. Stop letting these other modern women that aren't getting the results you want. I think that's the part that's confusing. You're taking advice and life coaching and moving in a way that you shouldn't be based on what women who aren't getting the results you want are telling you to do. I don't get that. For another empty spot. We got a few buildings behind me that are new. This one here is a hotel, this AC hotel. It's looking like it's gonna open up anytime soon now. I don't know what they're gonna do here. It's so much construction here in downtown Detroit, man. I'm so glad that I've been around to see all of the progress happen, because I was here during all the down years. So seeing the gentrification happening, and yes, I like gentrification. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Some people do. I'm not one of them. They want the city to evolve into this beautiful thing without gentrification. And that's just not possible, because all those down years where nobody was putting the money in, what was happening? Nothing. The city was getting worse and worse and worse. So you want money to fix the city up, but you don't want gentrification. If y'all can tell me how that's supposed to work, I'm all ears. Genuinely open to hearing what you have to say. If you can tell me how that's supposed to happen. Some sack of cash to fix everything up is supposed to just manifest. No one's supposed to own anything either. So when things get built up, who owns them? If just mythical sacks of cash just pop up in places to turn things around, I don't know. Q line again. I still haven't rode the Q line. I think one day I might do one of these videos while I'm on the Q line. We'll see though. But I think I've pretty much summed up my feelings on this, man. I don't like seeing women move like this, because not only is it dirty, this guy is not paying attention. This motherfucker right here, his ass is not fucking paying attention. He moving around and shit. I don't know what he doing, fucking with his phone or what. Now, I normally don't put people on blast like that, but he deserves it, because he could possibly hurt somebody doing goofy shit. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here and keep on stepping. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.